Hey everyone, Jamie Pate here, and welcome to the beginning of the month where, we get to talk stamps. I think like stamp fever has taken over everyone, and that's okay. We're here for it, right? So this is what I want to do today. I have an outline. Can you even believe it? Yeah. Yes, I have an outline. There's just a couple things I want to make sure I share with you guys. First and foremost, we're going to talk about these brand new stamps. Okay, you guys, August monthly captions are in the house. Look how cute. I mean, all the caption stamps are so cute, as you can tell by the sold out status in Heidi Swap Shop. That's okay. Okay, actually I have one other thing I want to share with you. Let's talk for a second, and I shared this on my blog this week, but I just want to make sure you guys know this. Notify me. When you go into Heidi Swap Shop and something's sold out, there's an option to click notify me. And you pop in your email if you don't have an account with Heidi Swap Shop already, and you let them know you're super interested. Just a little heads up there. Just want to let you guys know this. Okay, so let's talk about August just for a minute. It's your classic August, and it's all things kind of summery. But then not. I mean, popsicles, ice cream are for any time, right? And things like when in doubt, just chill out. Do more of what makes you happy. Best summer ever, of course, is very summer centric. OOTD, outfit of the day. PS, don't forget to have a good time. I mean, that's the kind of thing you need for all the time, right? The good old days. I'm really feeling the need for like a real positive little mini junk journal that some of these sentiments are going to find themselves on. Doing my best. Amen. Who can say amen to doing my best? Good things are coming. Hangry, emotional imbalance, feelings of anger caused by lack of food, right? Soak up the sun. Yeah, don't be like me and go to the lake on a stormy day, because there's no soaking up the sun on that day. Having the best time. Sunshine and selfies together is my favorite. I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster. I am pretty sure I need that plastered on my wall. Okay, so what I did with the August stamp is so far, and this is so far because this is just some samples that I've made so far. And we'll come back to this in a minute, but this is just sort of an August stamp montage. Okay, so playing with color, playing with circle, making a tag, would be super fun inside a memory planner for sure, or just however you need to signify the changing of a month. So just want to point that little tag out there. And this is just another kind of a monochromatic yellow, emphasis on the sunshine. I added the fresh air washi tape on there as well. Stencils are at play here on this tag. Just super simple. This is a great way just to play right here. And again, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, let's go on to the next fun stamp. This one's called Party Decor. I mean, kind of obvious, right? I mean, here's the classic Heidi banners and whatnot, but with balloons and confetti. All right, party's complete. So, of course, I did the most obvious thing, just made sort of a party tag and kept this, again, sort of monochromatic, not 100%, just went with pinks, saltwater taffy, worn lipstick, picked raspberry are the distress colors that I have on here with my little black oxide, not oxide, that's archival, black archival for the banner, and for the really, I love that, the really sweet balloon strings. I mean, you wouldn't think like such a simple thing like that would, yeah, it excites me. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, and there's a couple that I'm still figuring out. Yeah, some people laugh at me because I just don't always figure out stamps, but I'll get there. In the meantime, just a lot of fun here, right? And I popped up the balloons, I stamped them and fussy cut them, gave them some extra fun dimension. This one's kind of coming off the tag a little bit. Super easy, super fun. Now this was an exercise in color, which I'm going to talk about in a moment also. Just kind of same I did, just playing with the random banners and the happy day. This is another balloon that is on the set, that heart balloon there. And then this is on the ledger paper. So then I trimmed a bit of the ledger paper off and I added that to the top. I turned this over. I thought this would be cute to kind of stick a gift card in. So those are my samples so far. Sorry, no junk journal this time around. it's summer and the living is easy. Actually, it's really not, but I have people home, children here, family always visiting. So life's a little busy. Okay, but I told you there's a couple other things I want to share with you. So I want to do that next. Okay, now this is not anything special or new. You see Heidi doing this and encouraging this all the time. I'm only here to reiterate this, and that is practice with the stamps. This is where... Let me find my tag again. This is where this came from. I was just practicing with them all. I actually think this one looks better, but it's a little bit of a hot mess, but I'm okay. I'll probably actually keep it and put it somewhere. But that's how this came. And so you can just practice and play with color and play with placement, and it's going to turn into something else almost always. This was kind of the same idea. This was an exercise in just playing with all the different banners and just getting them out there and on the page. And this didn't turn into anything, and that's okay. That's another one of my points, is like practice without having an end in sight. Now, let me just segue really quick to kind of emphasize my own little challenge on that. I know it's weird, but I can really be a perfectionist, and it's like really has reared its head lately. And so I'm aware of it, and I'm pushing against that a little bit. And so that's why these little pages are in play to just, Jamie, you don't have to have an end in sight. Just get the stamps out, just get the inks out and have fun. So when you see me post something and encourage something like that, it's probably because it is autobiographical advice. So now if you're going to practice, you need to have something to practice on. Now, this is just a copy paper. It's a little bit nice. It's a laser copy paper, so it's a little bit nicer, but I would not necessarily use this for a tag or something like that. It's too lightweight. Now this paper here is a paper I want to talk to you guys about for a second. I have two surfaces I want to talk about. The first one is a new cardstock from scrapbook.com. It's 110 pound. It's by Neenah. It's solar white, so it's super white. I'm going to pull this one out here. It's super heavy. I love 110 pound cardstock. So this is a great stamping surface. I use this quite often. As a matter of fact, that is what this one's made from. You can see that the stamp quality is pretty dang good. Now, while I love this, I am not a one surface gal. I'm a multi-surface gal. So here is where I keep my white heavy stock. This is Ranger's Distress heavy stock. It also is 110 pound if I am thinking correctly. I'm actually going to look on here really quick. I am pretty sure it doesn't even say. No, I am so wrong. It's 130 pound. This is a fantastic surface to stamp on, and I highly recommend this. So I love this too, though, when I do want to color my background, because it holds distress inks so very well. You just can't go wrong. I just wanted to share those two surfaces that I am currently and actively reaching for. So much so that I finally I don't know if I'm going to get this to fit in here right. So much so that I finally actually labeled my my surfaces, and I have several, and I'll talk about those in the future, but these are the two I really want to talk about, and I needed to have them organized so I knew which was which. Okay, on to the next thing I want to share with you guys. Not only should you be playing on the page with your stamps, but color is important to experiment with also. Now, I think I can say this because I'm not actually great with color. It's a learning curve for me right now, and I'm here for it. A couple of suggestions I want to make for you guys in terms of becoming comfortable with color. Look up color palettes on Pinterest, and just because if you're like me, you're very visual. I have to like kind of see how something's going to go together a little bit before I kind of dive into it. And Pinterest has been wonderful, and I actually have a color board that I keep things and colors and palettes that I'm attracted to, and I want to come back to them. So it's just a great space to hold that. Obviously, tags are a great space to hold your color too, and you've seen me swatch before as well. A couple of colorways I wanted to share with you guys this time, and there's a reason for it, was the Fossilized Amber, Uncharred Mariner, Tea Dye, and I did not have this in Oxide, so I grabbed my Distress ink of Spiced Marmalade, and that's where these August hues came from, are these stamps here. Someone mentioned to me they had never heard of Tea Dye before. This is such a great color, and it's interesting now that these colors have sat on this card for a little bit, especially the oxides. They do tend to really sort of have a chalk appearance. If you've worked with these, you know what I'm talking about. So this tea dye kind of comes up with this almost like a mocha kind of color, but maybe even lighter. So it's just a great neutral color. I use this in many different color combinations. And I just want to talk about one more time the pink here. It just really spoke to me. I just want to share with you guys. Oh, and I'm missing one actually. So again, this is picked, no I'm not. This is picked raspberry, saltwater taffy. I mean, that saltwater taffy right there, it's just so beautiful. Worn lipstick, and then the tattered rose. You might not be able to see this on this tag, but it's back here as some of the confetti. I loved how light and subtle that was. So that's my little chat about color. Yes, I only showed 2 different palettes here. That's okay, because now you get to go and do a little bit of research on your own. Okay, one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, friends, 3 words. Use the stencils. These are so fantastic for backgrounds. You can see I didn't even clean this one. Don't tell anybody I didn't do that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see my yellow on here from when I was making this tag right here. But it's super easy to clean, so don't worry about it. Let's see. The sunshine. Did you even notice I use the sunshine here on the back? Yes, there's sunshine stamped with August, but I also wanted that stencil on there. Super fun, super fun. I use this one quite often. I love these little spaces, especially on our memory planners for inking in some spaces for journaling. Love it, love it, love it. Got some great notch tags there. Haven't got to the fruit yet. I'll get there. And then I'm getting ready actually using stars. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about for a minute to use the stencils. I'm almost always pulling the stencils out for my tags, and they're just a joy to work with. And I love how they just add a little bit of color. They add great backgrounds. They're super subtle. Just a whole bunch of reasons to add stencils to your life. So that is our beginning of the month July look at the new stamps, party decor, August captions. I hope you have a couple of takeaways from today's chat about a couple different aspects of stamping and color and stamping. And I will see you in the next video.